So anyway, I laid down for a while. There goes the taser to the crotch again. Memory. Back up, and I'm dealing with the, taser to the left shoulder and the gun all around my face, trying to shut me up concerning the trafficking phone. Not in the moment, but it's still happening. It's the, fun of flashbacks, I guess. And they're not very fun, are they? Then getting tasered in the face with the same predators from the trafficking fun again. In this moment, I'm sitting in front of a freezer, smoking a cigarette, and remembering them taking a golf club to my jaw and beating the hell out of my ribs with it again. And the same pervs in my armpit, after sticking their rapey fingers inside of my hole again. Just like the teeth and the cup and the fun of the predators doing their thing from yesteryear. And the same parties present for it. Then another taser, and the same silver dangly things yet again with the officers from it. And another knife. That's when they tried to convince me that my schizophrenic mother had a nervous breakdown and shot all of us that night. And another solid object, and then pummeling away at my body with their fun again. And there goes more latex to the ass with the same pervs again. And the knife, as usual, with the devil's claw predators and their fun. The knife they would hold underneath my penis and threaten to slice it off. But instead of it being there, they were big on shanking, apparently. There, sis.
Papa, babe? You eat your food today? Found a coupon for $25 a month.
I need to pee, and here goes the locking into my hands again. With the same pervs that claimed I wasn't allowed to use a bathroom because there wasn't one in hell. And what was the coupon for?
$25.
Wow. Then another golf club with the same predators claiming it was just me hitting the floor and remembering that yet again. More fun. Then another gun with the same predators again. And then walking in and trying to get my finger.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'll be in there a second longer.
There you go.
I need the sugar. I realize that we've had lately. And again. Then the same warnings with the same folks from it. Oh well, right? Then remembering more fingernails grabbing at my eyes with the same predators yet again. Then slapping the backs of my thighs with their sick fun again. Just like I'd been mentioning. Then the smell of their body odor again. And like I said, nothing ever being done about what happened to me because those involved. What fun. Then them asking about property damage with the same predators threatening me via that to keep my mouth shut, as I had mentioned. But still, taking the fault for that too, due to their threats. Wonder if he'll come into the bathroom to record me naked like when I was a little boy. This time. And here comes the black police issued handgun I'd mentioned. Then, more fingernails locking into my face with the same predators from the adult version of the trafficking fun again. Cool, huh? That was with the state of Ohio. And another taser with the same threads again. Then the baton to the back of the head with the same predators again, versus the shotgun. And them trying to force me to kiss a rosary, like I'd mentioned, but the Catholics and their fun with it. Cool, huh? Then the same predators going about their business, walking away from child porn trafficking scot-free, thanks to the Catholic Church. They're interesting fun. And as I continue making my statement, remembering them slamming my jaw shut and shattering a couple of more teeth, yet again. Then, Mason County, another taser to the left side, and then locking in while punching the hell out of my right side again. Cool, huh? And some quiet talk that was just a hallucination to my knowledge. But as I mentioned, they made, the blur in reality that much more present every time they would do something and then lie about not doing it. Then every time I would try to point that out, stop blaming other people for your shit. child pornographers and their families running the bench. Oh well. So, let's see if I can sit here without them thinking I'm something magical and starting, to beat on me again. Then, as I turn my head without permission, more nose knocking and another taser to the face. How funny. Then something about death with the same predators. Then we're arresting you for what you did. That's nice. Then more brass knuckles to the face, but then just pressing there, oh so gently, with the same folks in their fun. Asking if I wanted another beating. Just like their handcuffs slinging in my face like nunchucks with the same predators. Then sliding their hand in and locking another nail into the ankle tendons with the same predators, trying to ride me like a horse while smothering me half to death. And again with them grabbing at my fingers with their fun. Cool, huh? Oh well. And another golf club, if I'm not mistaken. And that's how that went, as I had mentioned. Then another black handgun trying to force me into another one of Mason County's cars. Who knows who? Then the same KSP troopers as I walk through the doorway. Their fingernails like knives. And the same fun on repeat, sorry sis. I'm going back outside. This is normally why I retreat to my bedroom with their fun. And a gun to the heart. And their injection package after closing the curtain with the same predators again. And more poking around in the genital area. Then, as I sit, comfortably, remembering the knife up underneath the penis, and then a cup again, and people, thinking that was a hallucination. Then another gun with the same folks in their fun, as I've been mentioning. And the same judicial officer signing off on said fun again, as I'd been mentioning. Then the state of Ohio and the predators again. And another Bible, followed by that needle, them going to town at my ankles and doing their chest fun again. Then that gun going up into the lung with the same predators yet again. Then to the side of the face, and the same predators then sticking more latex up inside of me. Then them hitting with their objects at the ribs again. And another tobacco stick with the same lunatics and their fun again. And my father and his fun again. Just like his family with his daughter. Oh well. And some more of the tramps without badges. Cool, huh? And as I mentioned, those were the sometimes daily beatings with those predators and their fun. Oh well. And as I go to close my mouth, another nail locking in with the same predators again. And another familiar Caucasian male with a gun right to the face again. They labeled those officers as skinheads. I didn't. And no surprise they would, aren't they notorious for homophobia? Then another badge, if I'm not mistaken. And that's normally how that went. Oh. Well, it's not too bad because I took them late anyway this morning. And another little microphone. Oh, I don't know whether to take a hydroxyzine now or not. Then another microphone and another African-American female involved in it with her own gun drawn on me. As I had mentioned, then the KSP trooper car again. Then more handcuffs, like nunchucks, with the same predators hitting my jaw on repeat. And then the same predators going at the knee again with another golf club. And something about drinking for years and how funny. Then them supposedly adding up my sins with the Catholics and their fun. The same people from the junk on repeat. Then we're putting a stop to you abusing your mother from the same people from the human trafficking fun who refused to take my statement. And the same Kentucky state troopers locking in with more cuffs again. Then being told to stand up and act like a man because my homosexuality wasn't good enough for them. Then having another gun pointed at my head with the same folks from Springdale in Ohio's fun. So I guess I'll go back in the garage so that those memories don't resurface. Because quite frankly, I don't particularly care for them. Then another gun with the same folks again. And more burning plastic with the same drugs with the same officers yet again. The smell of burning plastic, as I had mentioned, it's very common, but it wasn't common in the beginning. Well, like I mentioned, oh well. Then here comes the fingers with the same Mason County predators ripping up inside of me again. And oh well. Then more braille with the voyeur's buddies again. And more hitting with another object at the ribs again. And something about tractors with the same folks and their fun. Then more pepper spray and another gold wedding band on their hand punching in my face again. Real fun, let me tell you. Then their fingernail digging in with the same folks again. And being held at gunpoint with the same folks from the trafficking fun again. And more of their powdery junk shot up my nose with the same preds again. And like I said, those daily beatings, thanks to people who claimed they were mature adults and that I wasn't, who'd tried to kill me via smothering and choking and, whatnot. And the guns with their law enforcement friends who were involved. It just went on and on and on. And here go the fingernails locking into the left wrist with the same predators yet again in Chelsea. In later days. So who do you all see? And as I continue smoking my cigarette, the same predators at the mouth again. And another badge with the same predators again. Stop telling yourself you're not resisting. And the same predators with another needle, just like I'd been mentioning from the trafficking fun. Lovely, isn't it? Then them claiming they wanted to test motor impairment after drugging me and then blaming me for that. Motor impairment. So like I said, they wanted me gone. I don't understand what the problem is. Then a thermometer with the same medical people yet again. Then notating my right to refuse having them assault me with their interesting fun. And oh well. Then the same gun with the same predators again. Then the witness stand fun yet again. Way back when. And then the smell of more family. I'm gonna put the garage door up. No response. So I don't even know how to take that. But I'm not going to take it negatively. Negatively, anyway. Then remembering the baton, mashing my head in a different direction with the same predators again. But because they claimed it didn't happen and no one else saw it, it just didn't happen. How lovely. Then another black handgun to the forehead, the same folks again. Then that let us sponsor you, and the same cool people involved again. Like I mentioned, I just gave up. After hearing years and years of, it will take, time, evidence, and blah-de-da, because our statements were no good. Then another automatic weapon, yet again. Oh well. You understood that command, didn't you? Same folks again. Oh well. And there goes the barrel of said automatic weapon in the crotch with the same preds again. Then something about my mother, yet again. The person who dragged me to the officers' families, who decided to have their fun. Anyway, here we go with the fingerprint fun with Ohio yet again. Even though I can see my hand is elevated, know that it is, and know that nothing's touching there, but I can see anyway. Then the taser to the lumbar spine with the same preds again. And something about confiscation with the same predators on repeat. Like I talked about. Then another baton going to my ribs with the same predators again. A disgusting sweet aroma, vapor of something, and then them going ape shit again. That's when they accused me of making shit up just to stay out of jail, which they've been doing since I was a little boy. Anyway, as I turn away, another taser and the same folks again. And that was their fun, as I had talked about. And the same predators with their cuffs, and they're ripping at the mouth yet again with the same people dispensing all these really cool drugs on the streets. Fun, huh? And Patrick Boggs and his crew and another gun to the back of the head with one of them. Then, as I go to, brush my hair, one gun, and cuffs to the left with the same predators again. Same people I'd been mentioning. Nice, isn't it? And that is where I felt it piercing something my face that night, and something piercing my back around the heart with the same Preds and their fun. It's always worse under the Trump administration as far as the brutality from officers. Ah, then you're reliving the night you wrecked, I'm sure. Sure. And the same Preds trying to put some more drugs up my nose, then another taser with the same Preds again. And that's how this goes. Cool, isn't it? Oh well. Then another taser. They didn't turn that on that time. Turn it on. Then tell me the truth. Oh, I always hated that. I always insinuated I was lying. Then another taser right at the face, like I talked about. And something about being blinded again. As I said, I'm putting a stop to you abusing your mother, which is absolutely hilarious. The same people who refused to take my statement about bleach, diesel fuel, and all. Then the same baton with the same rapey officers and their fun again. And them taking said baton and slamming my jaw shut with it, then kicking me in the face and telling me I fell on the floor. And the same predators on repeat. Then another gun with Ohio and KSP right into the abdomen with the same predators. Cool, isn't it? That's that baton I talked about with the Wesleyans and Mr. Boggs and the Kellys. Then another taser in the back of the left knee, causing me to fall with the same predators and their fun again. And round and round and round it went. Then I told you to stand up, sir, and another taser to the face. Then something else cracking into my crotch with the same threads again. Then Lisa Guru's fingerprint taking fun again. So I guess I will take a hydroxyzine, thanks to this brutality garbage. And as I go to put my hand down to help myself stand up, more fingernails locking in with the same predators from the trafficking thing. Another female, as I'd mentioned, Ohio. Then another gun with the same predators, HCSO. And then another belt slapping at my thigh, but on the front side this time. Cool, huh? Followed by, you now have 30 days to get your shit out and leave. The same officer has been explaining, eviction to me. Oh well. Then another gun and Carrie Cox. And Patrick Boggs, as I'd mentioned. Cool, huh? Then the same black claim robe with their group of little, street friends. That one is an insane one. Then another taser to the face and more brass knuckles. Oh well, I guess. And then threatening to murder us again, as I mentioned. And the same preds ripping in and splitting my lip and walking into the hand again. Oh well. Then another shotgun with the same predators again. And another injection with the same predators yet again. And the shoes kicking up in the nose of KSP and those predators again. Like I'd mentioned. Then the baton ramming into me like a battering ram again. That was in childhood, and it continued moving forward. Then we told you that's what we would do if you didn't answer our questions accordingly, with the same folks who were trafficking at least me. Oh well, right? And the baton mashing in the mouth again, and another badge with the Boggs family's fun again. And that African-American female KSP trooper I had mentioned. Then another taser shot right into the chest. As I'd mentioned, right at the heart. Then these men are tired of you making excuses with the same predators from the trafficking fun yet again. Oh well. Then another one of the pay for the dental implants we just gave you. Pay for the foot massage. Pay for... And their extortion fun. Facials and such. Which was, something all on its own. Then the same preds locking into the thumb again. Another female, as I'd mentioned. Cool, isn't it? Then something about confiscating property with their torture fund, and your cousin can no longer afford. And the same predators going at the mouth yet again. For simply diverting my eyes with that group and their fun. Then we told you no more smoking, and the same predators who were doing the trafficking fun again. Cool, huh? And then another gun right to the face with some more of them. Oh well. Then as I get ready to go urinate, remembering their thermometer ramming up in the armpit again. And then my sister and her weapon again. Oh, if I'm not mistaken. And as I get ready to pull my pants down to take a piss, another taser shooting my crotch again. And that was with these officers, and they're very interesting, federal funded, in part, trafficking thing. And them taking another object and slamming my jaw shut with it again with the same predators on repeat. Claiming I was just feeling the steering wheel with my, jaw hitting it. Then another gun with the turn your head to the right people in their fun. And the same medical tools with the same doctors associated to it playing with everything they could again. Just like I'd mentioned. And there goes the knife, stabbing up in my anal area with the voyeur's cool little friends and drug abuse program junk again. Then, remembering them smothering me again, whoever that was. While telling me that I was simply hallucinating yet again. Then them locking into my wrist to try to raise my right hand with the same predators in my own home again. And getting tasered from behind with the holes again, as I had been mentioning. Then, as I go to stand up, remembering more cuffs digging into the knees with their fun. And remembering the same predators locking into my hand while tasering me in the spine yet again. And moving it down to the leg and tasering me where I showed the whole world and the media with the same predators again. Then our sister wants, my mother's side of the family and the Boggs family. Drugs, drugs, drugs. And here we go with the pecking order, smothering with leather gloves and hitting at the skull fin again. Then the same predator is cutting into my upper lip yet again. Then something about dogs again. Then the same, predators and their fun again. Anyway. That's just how that was. the same predator is trying to go with the right foot for another needle inserted into it. And another flashlight slamming at the jaw with the same predators, and they're fun again. That's when they wanted to know how long I had been harboring ill feelings against my family. The same family who were trying to smother and kill me multiple times. And going right on and still helping them do their jobs and all of their good time fun. You know, the same people who would beat me for sleeping past 7:30 a.m., splitting my face open, making it bleed, all kinds of fun stuff. I don't think I'm the one who harbored ill feelings. As I mentioned, I couldn't even sit down, and I would swear to this in a court of law, even though my word has been discredited and dragged through the mud, exactly what they've been claiming I'm doing to them. That for simply sitting down, I had my face bloodied. And oh well. That's where Mr. Boggs and his department and family came in. With the Osbournes and their fun. Oh well, right? And here we go with the taser again. And something about addressing people correctly in another earpiece. Then Mr. Lewis and some more folks. And approaching the sink, or mashing in the face, and something about someone else. What are we doing, say yes? And more cuffs and the same brutality at the ankles with their phone. Followed by being smothered with more leather gloves. And the same medical tool or ring again. Same nerves again. And then kicking the hell out of my ribs again. And something about resisting arrest with the same officers. No, I don't think I do. I just thought I'd sit in here a minute, if you don't mind. You can watch whatever. More cuffs. Same spots pretty much every time. And more of their fun. and familiar smells. If I could have moved my arms, more cuffs, and more brutality at the legs. And them digging in again with their nails. With the same predators from the trafficking fun. And another gun with the same predators in their phone. And the same brats locking in as hard as they could while dragging me with that arm again. And their boots kicking away. Then, as I continue to try to take a photo, another gun right to the face. And Hamilton County Sheriff's Office again. That spot, that's where they would lock in. It's then pressing guns to my face again. And like that. And another gun into the mouth, to my memory. Oh well. And the same smothering fun with their leather gloves on again. So time for some lidocaine, and I bet I'll get tasered, you know, in that memory of forgetting it. Because that's how that was. And the cool sitting down thing with the same predators and their fun. And another taser pointed right at the eyes with the same folks and their fun. Just like I mentioned. And another solid object going into the spine. And that's normally how that went. And then mashing that gun up into my lip while tasering me and doing their fun again. And another taser to the legs. And more of their fun at the eyelids with their medical tools, I think. Fun, huh? and a medical tool versus the golf club. And then more textured hand gloves, grabbing and going to town yet again at the forearm. As I had mentioned, it's something that's been happening since Kentucky. And the "you are no longer welcome here." That's nice. Then another solid object, and the same predator is beating the shit out of me yet again. Then something about lying to cover up my drug addiction, which is absolutely hilarious. And more fingernails again. And oh well. Then the hair and their ass crack again. Memory. While getting tasered for refusing to sexually please them again. What fun. And that this man and woman can no longer afford to support you. How funny. It's very difficult to afford to support, the family as a whole while being trafficked, but I didn't have a choice. They claimed that that was my responsibility with their, mentality. Then the same predators and another gun in the back at the left lung with the same predators yet again, bringing me a piece of paper and pen and demanding that I sign it, and refusing to do so. That's a Kentucky one. Then they get up and put one foot forward in front of the other. And the same predator is locking in with their nail and stabbing another needle in. As I had mentioned, in the feet, cool, isn't it? Then we're arresting you for releasing this story. That's nice. So anyway, at least it's been quieter lately. Thank God. Then they wanted to know, are you going to charge us? Are you going to attack us? Then the right hand, or gun to the right shoulder, and the holes again. Big surprise. Anyway. We have supported you long enough. Nobody can disagree with that. And my sister and her fun again. They claimed it was the devil disguising himself as someone brilliant. Someone I'd trust. If he'd shown up as Guy M. Wow. At least those things are passing, my God. Anyway. The whole, you're not hallucinating. You are hallucinating and don't know it. Really got, to me. We're stuck in this vicious loop. Yeah. All because of reality and tactile hallucinations. Sucks. That's why they always told me, just get over it. Let us in that hole. I believe I recalled another accurate, not, one. We're getting in that hole one way or another. They probably were, using their hands on that one, but still. And of course, Patrick Boggs is arresting you for, and my family getting their asses kissed with, the brutality, child porno, drug trafficking thing again. What fun. Then they claimed to me telling my story was blackmail. How fun. Knowing I've been telling it for a long time. And trying to get help with, them. And here comes what feels like the 38 Smith & Wesson again, but it's the pin. That's another horrible thing. We're sticking a pin to your body, not a gun. Well, thank you for, being less combative, but here's the, memories from it. And what fun. And the gun again, in a different spot, closer to the brainstem. That one was a rifle, I think. We told you, get off this property, you fucking faggot. Oh. And that's, literally how that went. Then the spit hood and more toilet paper with the same folks and their fun. Who knows, you know? Who knows? And the blue piece of paper in that memory. Ow. Oh, the tourniquet again. Right arm, honey. Then another golf club to the legs, and the same folks again. And more cuffs.
They changed their minds. I deserve to know why.
The answer is irrelevant. Does it matter why they've changed their minds?
Yes. Yes, it does.
I thought that was a good movie.
Why they never stay?
Well, I guess that's
And start moving.
And you're a robot.
Is that real or not?
I'm sorry.
That's quite all right.
Final report of the vessel Prometheus. The ship and her entire crew are gone. If you're receiving this transmission, make no attempt to come to its point.
And something about being asleep and hitting someone head on.
And I'm leaving it behind. It is New Year's Day, the year of our Lord, 2094. My name is Elizabeth Shaw, last survivor of the Prometheus. And I'm still searching.
Then being tasered again. Oh well.
They're yet to answer the question though of where the big people came from and where did the alien virus come from.
And them locking in again.
We always see it after the
Same predators. Right. Well, isn't that what the sequel talks about?
The one we just watched, Romulus, or this one? Well, it doesn't really say. I mean,
Well,
you've got these big tall people, and they're on a planet, and there's tons of people. But it's like, and it shows, you know, they created humans supposedly. But, and they got a whole ship full of this viruses, but where did the viruses come from, and what was the intent of the viruses?
You know
You create a race and then you kill a race?
Alien Covenant.
I don't know.
Next.
I think there's some
FXM.
unanswered questions.
They shouldn't be here. Species
well, that movie goes or is supposed to fall with the Alien movies, right?
years old.
These?
Uh-huh.
Killers.
Well, there was a sequel to this one that you and I watched.
Yeah, the next one is Alien Covenant.
FX's
That's where they go back to the planet where the tall people came from.
Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle
And that's when
subscribers.
David, that robot, takes the spaceship back there, releases all those canisters, and everybody just dies immediately. The big tall people.
Following program is rated TV NA-LSV.
And then
Contains
there's a
strong
colony
language, sexual
ship
situations,
that's
violence,
looking
and
to
nudity. It is intended
colonize
only for mature
another
audiences.
planet, and they run into that planet there because of a ion storm or something. And that doesn't really tell you much. It just says there was a planet and here's where the tall people are. They never really explain where the alien originated. And so every time you see it, it's because it's already been there. You know, the very first one, they found that one on that ship. I don't know.
I don't either.
And now that we've watched that Romulus again, I actually did a shitty job with that. I didn't really tell you much of anything, in my opinion.
Cuffs
I haven't watched the Predator movie yet, called Prey.
How do you feel?
Alive.
What do you see?
White. Rome. Chair. Carlo Bugatti throne chair. Piano. Steinway concert grand. Art. The Nativity by Piero della Francesca. I am your father. Amulet.
and another one of the automatic weapons with the same
Perfect.
hooks. Longer barrel one.
Am I?
Perfect.
Your son.
You are my creation.
Golf club again.
What is your name?
Funny, isn't it? Yet again.
David.
Why don't you play something?
Oh, wow.
What would you like me to play?
Wagner.
Selection.
Dealer's choice.
That's the one he made, right?
Well, he made them all. He originated the Wayland industry and engineered the androids.
Oh, that's right.
Entry of the gods into Valhalla.
But David makes a clone of himself or whatever, doesn't he?
Not the orchestra.
No, he doesn't make a clone of himself. He's the one that creates all the monsters. They made multiple
May I
clones,
ask
and
you
the
a
one
question?
on the other ship looks just like him, but the other one's an upgraded model.
If you created me, who created you?
The question of the ages. Which I hope you and I will answer one day. All these wonders of art, design, human ingenuity, all utterly meaningless in the face of human justice.
Black one. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. And what I recall is another gun barrel going up in my ass. How funny. We are arresting you for... How fun. Another microphone on that one, I think. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to bathe. Hell, it could have been a clan head for all I know. Oh, then another gun. Like I mentioned, I don't think I will. We will come in the bathroom and get you. Yeah, I know. You all used to record child pornography in our home bathroom. Ugh. Anyway. As I mentioned, these people tried to ruin every health coping mechanism they could with their phone. And that was with my family, the court system, so interesting. They really did, too. And there we go with another gun. Big ass. Oh. Dan, have you been watching illegal porn? Not me. Turn off the shower and get on the floor. Female. Like I mentioned, I'm assuming that's a memory. Then remembering, then putting another gun to my lip and trying to force me to urinate, as I mentioned. You're just mad you were too drunk to drive that night. Oh, is that what it is? Then being pepper sprayed half to death with the same officers again. Oh well. And as I continued bathing, remembering and locking in again, doing my phone, followed by we will continue our brutality. As long as you disobey us. How fine. Then, another clan hood and another gun. Then the holes and more pepper spray on that knife to the knees. As I had mentioned, the devil's claw, according to them. Lawyers, buddies, again. And my sister and mother and their son again. It's so distracting, I forgot to wash my hair first. And another needle with the same predators going into my leg and MCSO with their guns again. Followed by Ryan Ho and more fingernails, I think. In that moment in memory, and as I continue bathing, another taser with the same folks to the face and then kicking the hell out of my ribs again. And another solid object sliding out, but that was with Tony Ranger's department. Then the same FBI predators and another taser. perfume. Ugh. And my sister again, as I had mentioned. And here we go with more cuffs with the same folks again. How funny. We're charging you with starting that fire, as I mentioned, with their fun again. Same folks again with another dog in the face.
It is our job that you know it.
How funny. Then another gun to the back of the left side of the head with Ohio's gun again. Okay. My bank accounts are frozen now because of you. And we're kicking with another one of the judicial officers. How funny. Anyway. Then another gun. And again. And again. With the same photograph. On the floor. Oh, thank you. Where is this? Oh well. St. Patrick Falls, and he's doing it again. What fun. Stay out of my bag, friend. Some predators and their son. If you'll excuse me. Hopefully I don't get assaulted after this shower. But I guess we'll never know, huh? Then the wall and hitting it yet again. And again. More blue paper, more KSP, more fun.